Hi, this is David Consumer again. I wanted to show something that is a breaking change, but it should be pretty cool. So originally there was a plugin called or a unit called Ducker that would duck the volume of one instrument based on another instrument playing, and I thought that was pretty cool. But I wanted something that could do like any parameter. And so now Ducker can do all kinds of parameters, and it has like its own envelope, and but it kind of works the same as it used to. Additionally, I also added a pan gain, so you could control the gain, and it would basically work just like the old one did. But a lot of instruments have their own volume, so you could just control that. And so here what I have is I have an amount and I have a center, and the parameter is 7. Instrument is 2. So instrument 2, parameter 7 is volume, and the source is 0, which means whenever you hear something on 0, mess with the volume parameter on the oscillator, and the threshold here is like how much should you pay attention or ignore. And the reason I do that is because like the kick drum has like a long decay, or like if you had distortion or something, you might have like lots of sound there when there isn't actually, like when the sound isn't actually happening or whatever, like when it's not the attack. And so by messing with the threshold, you can adjust that, so you can adjust where it like hits or whatever. All right, so just to explain how this all fits together, I have a kick drum on 0. I have all my other drums on 2, or on instrument 1, and then on instrument 2, I have an oscillator which acts as like a bass. And so if we go to this pattern, you can see I've got a bunch of the bass here. I've got some drums here. These are hi-hats. And I've got snares, which are these D2s. They're coming from 1 right here. So there's 2 kicks, and then a space, and then a kick, and then space. So we should see like boom, 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 like when it hits. That's what the knob should do. So if I go back to my instrument and let's look at our oscillator, when I hit play, the volume should duck to wherever the kick drum is happening. So that works pretty good. So we could do more with this though. Like this Ducker currently it's hitting parameter 7, which is volume, but I could do something else. So like let's say I add a filter. And on Ducker, I'm going to turn it off really quick, just so it doesn't mess with the effects while I'm messing with things. And then let's set this to a high pass filter and a little bit of resonance, and we'll mess with the cutoff, which is parameter 12 or 1 2. So if we go to Ducker and we set the parameter to 1 2, now it should mess with the filter high pass cutoff whenever the kick drum goes. So let's see what happens. Oh, I gotta turn it on. So if we go here, turn it on, go back here. So if I want this to not be so smooth, I can turn down the release time, and this will unsmooth it, so it'll just like jank like up or down. And so if we go here, let's look at what that does. Pretty cool. So I like the release, so it's a little bit smoother, so it seems a little bit more intentional. So let's see what that looks like. Now, by messing with on the Ducker, if we mess with the center and the amount, we can change like how much it changes the effect. So you can see it kind of hovers around 80 and then it zips down. And that's because the center is 80, and here's the amount. So if we change the center to be like, let's set it higher, and set the amount a little bit lower so it changes less. Pretty cool. So this is all part of the next release. I'm about to push it up right now. I don't think it's on there yet, but it'll be up there soon. And so you should be able to do all this stuff then. And then, just to reiterate, there's also like a new unit here, pan gain, so you can pan or gain things to different channels. So on the oscillator, let's just do that for now. But again, you could hook the ducker up to it. Like if you set the parameter, you could set it to, on here it would be like 15 on the gain. But it's kind of not needed because this oscillator already has a volume, so you could set it to that as well. It's totally up to you how you use these things, but they should all assemble kind of like some kind of hybrid tracker analog synth. That's the idea here. Okay, so let's hear pan and gain. So as you can see, on pan, 80 is like the center, like a lot of other things, and you can pan left and right on that however you want, and then you can turn the gain up and down. You can set it all the way to 0, which will like turn it off, and you can set it all the way to FF, which will like raise it above pretty much everything. There's similar tricks you could do with a compressor or with other other effects. Totally up to you how you want to implement that, but compressor is kind of like a ducker on itself. Like it's sort of like ducker and pan combined, and it only operates on the oscillator itself, which is a little weird, but yeah, it's like the same idea. All this stuff kind of works the same way. There's some basic primitives in here, but they all kind of operate the same way. Anyway, hope that's useful, and have fun.